Howdy YouTubers and friends. So this is a bit of a haul that I did actually at the beginning of April, and then a couple of things I got in the post over the last month, or April. So I will start with Illamasqua. After hearing, I guess last year, that Illamasqua was coming out with their skin-based foundation, I was really excited. But it wasn't until I listened to Dustin Hunter, Dusty's review of the Illamasqua skin base itself. It was a very good review, and the link will be in the down bar. And I did go ahead and order the skin base, and I believe it was 30% off. There was a good sale on it or something, or free shipping, or there's something really good about it. Anyway. And I made the same mistake that Dustin did. I ordered too light a shade. So I ordered, so there it is. It took a while to get here, but I'm not complaining. It was free ship. I think it was free shipping. Anyway, so there's the skin base foundation. Sorry about the light, there you go. I have not opened this, and I'm not going to do a swatch because it's going back. I wrote to Illamasqua because it took so long to get here that by the time they get it, it'll have exceeded the 30-day refund. So anyway, but they were very nice about it, so I'm going to be sending that back, unfortunately. But in the meantime, apparently I won a Cover FX foundation, which I'm very happy about, and I think it's Lindsay Bell blog, and I'll put a link in the down bar there too. And I believe Lindsay also has a YouTube station as well, or a YouTube channel. So then one of the other things I got, and I have wanted this for ages, since I first saw it and heard about it. And anyway, it's the Illamasqua cream pigment in Dab. And I don't know if any of you have ever seen this or heard of it or have it yourselves. So I love Illamasqua's packaging. So there it is. And it took me a little while to figure out that you just lift this top up. But anyway, so there is Dab. I have to turn it that way. There you go. There it is. And it's a beautiful, very light, lilac-y lavender. It's so freaking pretty. And it feels very creamy. And when you swatch it, I mean, it shears out just beautifully. Anyway, I'm so excited. I can hardly wait to use that. And this is definitely not going back. Excuse me. Then one of the other things that I ordered from Illamasqua, and I've wanted actually a couple of these for quite a long time. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but I am going to do a little bit of a synopsis, I guess. Okay. Now, I can't remember the year, I don't know if it was 2 or 3 years ago, a young lady named Sophie Lancaster and her boyfriend were walking through a park in, I believe, Manchester or Liverpool, north England, and she and her boyfriend were goth, and they were attacked, and brutally attacked, and left for dead. Sophie was protecting her boyfriend. As a consequence of the injuries she suffered, she passed away. The boyfriend lived, and I believe at this point he still has no recollection of what occurred and such. The 3 boys, I believe there were 3, were all convicted, I believe, of manslaughter. But the point I'm getting to, there is a film, excuse me, about this. I put the link below, and with the rise in anti-bullying videos, and it gets easier and it gets better and all these kind of things, I just thought it was really timely to put it out there. Anyway, what I ordered was the Sophie bracelet. I ordered 2. I ordered one for myself and one for my stepdaughter, who used to be rather goth, medieval, and still has a leaning towards that. And I tell you, if anybody had ever touched her the way that this young lady was so brutally touched, I'd kill them myself. Anyway, and then I'd go after the parents. Anyway, so I put the link in the down bar. Now, I'm not sure if Sophie's mom started the foundation for Sophie, and then Illamasqua supporting it, or Illamasqua started it. I'm sorry, I've been meaning to make this video for a while, and I just was in the mood to do it right now. So everything will be in the down bar for you. And if you want to get one of the bracelets, I think they're £2, which right now is probably about $5, but for the cause, it's a great cause. And the film will, it's a animated film, very well done. It's just terrific, and it makes you think. If it doesn't leave you crying, it's gonna definitely leave you thinking. Anyway, moving forward, went to MAC and picked up the cream color base in Luna. Now, I had heard of, I believe it was Daisy Nation or Anne Wayne Goss that talked about the pearl cream base, using it for a highlighter, using it for an eye base, etc. So that was it. My original intention was to get the pearl, and then I saw the Luna, and whew, I just, my goodness gracious, why is it when you don't need to undo the package, it all comes out, and when you do a video, you can't open the damn things. Anyway, so there it is, and I mean, it is like the moon. It really, I mean, I was stunned when I saw it. It was just so pretty, and I was dithering because I had originally wanted the pearl, and the girl behind the counter said, I think you want the Luna. So I did in fact get the Luna, and there it is. And that's kind of like, when you do it like that, it is kind of like the moon. And it's beautiful, like, and it has the most unique flavor touch to it. It feels quite wet. I'm just gonna put it, well, okay, if you put it on just that much, it's right here, and you shear that out, it's a beautiful highlighter. But if you put a bit more on, so you can build this up or shear it. I personally like it sheared out, but so I am going to order the pearl one as well, but I love this. It's beautiful. Then I got the oil control lotion. Now, I had heard something about this, and I don't remember who it was from. Then I went into MAC, and they gave me, actually got a couple of samples of this, but I also got the matte lotion. This is going to be going back, because it just doesn't work for me. I don't know what it is about it. It just doesn't work. So, which I'm sorry about. Love the packaging and all that, but it is going back. And I think I might try the matte, because it just seems to work a little bit better for me. But I have actually, from Lisa Z09, I actually ordered the, not from her, but as per her recommendation and her usage of this product, I ordered the Murad primer. Now, I don't know if it's menopause or postmenopause. I don't know if it's the medication I'm on. I don't know if it's because it's almost 180 degrees outside, but I will just flush, and I mean, it's really embarrassing, honest to God. So I really do need something that's going to do the job, because I don't feel like farting around. Like, I want something that's going to do the job, and I don't mind paying the price to have that, you know. Anyway, then I did an online order through MAC, and okay, you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute, that look on my face. I ordered this is when the day that it came out, I was on the phone, the Extra Dimension collection. So I got Whisper of Guilt, and I'm sure many of you have already seen this or have it yourselves. It is now sold out online. I'm sure you might be able to find it at certain counters. So there it is. Very, very pretty. Now, I don't know if it was Dustin Hunter. Anyway, there it is. There it is, right here. Sorry, you guys. Anyway, it's right there. And this is really pretty. For me personally, right now, I use a really light hand, but I think when my skin becomes a little more tanned, this is going to look smashing. But I think this is also going to make a beautiful eyeshadow as well. Now, I thought I had ordered Superb. Not so much. Imagine my surprise when I pulled this out and I read Glorify. This is for darker skin tones. Or, I mean, it could be for a lighter skin tone that really likes to use a darker highlighter. So, that's it in the packaging. And I was just stunned. I couldn't believe I'd made this mistake. I mean, it is fabulously gorgeous. I mean, it's a coppery, bronzy highlighter. It's flipping gorgeous. And again, I'm not going to swatch this because it's going back. But it's fabulous. But one of the things I did notice, and I have put it out there to a couple of people, and they're like, well, you know, possibly. Just so similar to some Estee Lauder products. So similar. Too much for a coincidence to me, and I'm not one for coincidences, so I'm doing my own research on this right now. And given that, you know, I think, is it Superb or Whisper? One of them is very similar to the Modern Mercury highlighter that came out. So yeah. So I went today to order Sweet Heat eyeshadow because it is more or less Superb, and it was sold out. So I think I ordered another one. It's just as pretty. It's got a bit of a violet hue, and I think that will also look really nice as a highlighter on my skin. So anyway, so the Whisper of Guilt's going back, and the oil lotion is going back. Okay, then I went into Sephora. And my intent for going into Sephora was, at Christmas time, I had purchased, I can't remember what it was called, but anyway, it was the largest version of Urban Decay Primer Potion that you could buy. And it was a limited edition, and I had several others that I was using, and I was like, okay, I'll just use those up, and then I'll start on that. So imagine my shock and surprise when I finally had used up what I wanted to, and went to use the Urban Decay, it was empty. And I'm like, what the, you know, I'm thinking, did it dissipate? What the heck, you know? Anyway, so I phoned the store that I was at, and they said, you know, don't worry about it, just bring it in, bring your receipt, blah, 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 blah. Well, in the meantime, I've moved across the country, but I brought it with me. So I took it to the Sephora where I was, and they were fantastic about it. I mean, they were so apologetic. I mean, what a horrible freaking thing to do. You know, like, Jesus. Anyway, but given that, you know, and I mean, really, I guess it does come down to Sephora, because they really should have been sort of checking, I guess. But, you know, if you stack your shelves properly, you know, anyway. So what they did is they credited me the full amount, which was very, very nice, and in fact gave me the regular size one, I believe, free of charge for all the trouble and the inconvenience, which I thought was extremely nice of them. Then, of course, as you know, I'm waiting because I had to go to a manager, blah, blah, blah. So, of course, I'm, you know, don't worry about it, I'll look around. I'm not going to buy anything, I'm not going to buy anything. Famous last words in Sephora. So, I did, in fact, fall down and picked up a Christian Dior palette. And I'm sorry, I don't know what I did with the box. Somewhere around. Because I wore this the other day, so. Because you can tell because like, the brushes are gone. Excuse me, I have a hair on my lip. This is one of the palettes from the Garden Edition, and this is number 841 Garden Roses, and it's stinking gorgeous. Now, these are not my typical shades because they're a little bit too pastel, but I find actually as I'm getting older and when I'm not tan that it's actually kind of nice to have not quite a dramatic eye all the time. So there's the colors. So this is the one in the middle, this one here. This is this color here, which is sort of a creamy pink, this one here. And then this one here is the light pink, which is where my thumb is. And then my, oh sorry, that's the silver, that's this one, and then there, the dark pink, oops, sorry, is this color here. Oops, sorry, flasha. So yeah, just really stinking pretty. And the final seal of approval was when one of the young ladies that I went with my boss and his son and daughter, and I had tried it on in the truck, and I said to his daughter, what do you think? She goes, that is so pretty. So coming from a just turned 13-year-old, I took that as confirmation that it really was a nice palette on me, or is a nice palette. And I do have to agree with June. I can never pronounce your username, June, but I've been buying Kristen Dior shadows for years and years and years. And I mean, I guess I like the palette. It's just not as, I don't know how you guys feel about it. I mean, it's still classy, but it's not as classic as the palettes they used to make a few years ago, the compacts. Then I also picked up, and this was completely and utterly unplanned, and as it always is, eh? Well, you'll see what I'm talking about. So, Bobbi Brown. Now this is the Violet Shimmer Wash, and I really like the Shimmer Wash line. In fact, it was Stacy from, I think it's Jewels 123, got me into this with the rose gold. Anyway, there it is. And I mean, I think that's pretty true right there. So when I saw this in the store, I was like, holy mother of pearl, that's bright. And the sales girl, she says, well, I don't know, just give it a bit of a try, see what you know, it's not quite what you think it is. So I did try it, and there it is. So it's retains the color, but not the vividness, not the sharpness of color. And then when you put it on, I'll put it here. Where's my hand? I'm hiding my hand. I'll put it here. Okay, so if you can see it, it's right here, right there. Okay, but it can be really sheared out, and so pretty. So I'm really happy with that purchase. So then of course you go up to the counter, and they have all the little, you know, what do you call them? Little trap me buckets that make you spend more money. And my eye fell on this Caudalie Beauty Elixir. And wasn't too sure about it. Talked to the girl at the counter. She said, oh, you just spray it over your face. Just, you know, so I did. And it was like, oh my word. It's got a very unique scent to it. And you just spray it like that. And it has this beautiful light. It's herby, medicinally, but it's almost a cologne-y, perfumey scent. But it just refreshes you, and it just kind of like, whew, gives you a nice little wake up, nice little pick up. And now I did find a review. When the student's ready, the teacher will appear. And I can't remember her name, but I will put the link in the down bar. And she does a very good historical review and modern day review for Caudalie and the product and the line, which I have heard through my mom and my aunt who lives in Jersey. So they are all of Jersey in the Channel Islands. So yeah, so I'm really happy about that. It was a little expensive at $18 for this small bottle, so I'm choosy about when I use it. But other than the products that I'm sending back, I'm not sending them back because I'm displeased with the products. It's just that the shades were wrong. I'm really happy with everything. So I'll do a bit of a review on some of them the more I use them. But until then, I have a few more things I'm going to be filming. I have a huge nail polish haul to do, video to do, and yeah, I have a palette review coming up, or a palette haul coming up, and one regret. Yeah, okay, see you soon. Hope everybody's well. Bye for now.